basically, one thing about football, you typically get what you deserve. And we certainly don't play well enough to expect to win tonight, basically in any category. So disappointing. Just nothing really clicked for us. Nothing really looked great. And so we'll turn the page, and really all we worry about right now is the next two games. It's kind of where it's at. We'll try to regroup here in the bye week, but just a disappointing night.
Kirk, is there one area that was more disappointing than the another area?
No, it's the other thing I told the team. It's a team loss, and it is all the way. And to me, in a nutshell, they ran the ball extremely effectively, and we didn't. And it's not really, I think, played in the way they want to play. Look at last week's game. They one thing that jumped out at me right off the bat: Nebraska had the ball 3 plays offensively in the first quarter. So that means the other team had the ball the majority of the time. And we suffered from that a little bit tonight. They really did a good job controlling the clock, bleeding the clock a little bit. And, so it makes the importance of every possession a little bit more important. And, so we didn't have a lot of opportunities there. But, again, we didn't do that really well enough in any area to be expected to win tonight.
Anything you can say about Brendan Sullivan's injury? And then also before the injury, a couple turnovers there. What kind of went wrong with him, even when he was healthy?
Yeah, I mean, both teams did a poor job of, protecting the football. And, that could have been helpful for us if we'd done a better job, needless to say. That's usually the biggest factor in any game. So, that part's not good. But I think it all goes back to the run game, stopping the run and not getting our run game going. Regarding Brendan, he's got an ankle sprain, so hopefully, we'll know more next week, but hopefully not too bad.
A lot of people are going to be talking about getting to a fifth-string quarterback, how these things happen. But how would you characterize, if you could have had Brendan out there for those last quarter and a half versus Jackson, like how limited is he, what he can do in terms of playbook, in terms of all
Jackson?
That?
Yeah, he's done a heck of a job. Because to your point, he got to run the offense in August, but since the season started, he really has been on the scout team. So, a couple of weeks ago, what's it been, 2 weeks now? It feels like a month, but it's been 2 weeks where he's been in the offense, and you got to give him a lot of credit. I thought he did a really nice job and made a beautiful throw. I think it was on a third down conversion. So, he didn't seem overwhelmed by things, and that's a real credit to him there. But yeah, obviously it limits some things we can do, but again, like we're just knocking it out prior to that.
Kirk, what did they do to bottle up your ground game tonight?
They're pretty active. You probably saw. They were blitzing a lot, and that's got us off rhythm. Negative yardage plays. We haven't had many of those, but we had a few tonight. So they kind of took us off our game, off our spot, and we couldn't counter that. So and then unfortunately, we couldn't do the same to them.
Yeah, just the Rose Bowl, I don't know, curse or whatever. It just doesn't seem like anything can go right here. Do you have any thoughts on just sort of like, there's so many fans here waiting to see the win?
The last time we were here was 15, and that feels like it was like 4 decades ago to me, and it was 4 decades ago the other ones when I was here in the 80s. So, no, it's got nothing to do with the field. We just didn't play well. Nothing about the trip. The trip wasn't that hard. We've played a winner over 4 night games, and we got another one coming. So there are no excuses at all. We just didn't play well enough.
It seems like now it's the second time in the last 4 games where tackling has been kind of an area of the shortcoming. You usually aren't saying that about these teams. What have you seen gone wrong?
Yeah, just what you just said. And let me backtrack. I just want to make sure. We didn't play well enough. UCLA did. I want to give them total credit. They played a good football game outside of their turnovers. But they ran harder, blocked harder. Go right down the list and played defense harder. So, it is kind of what it is. But, I can't tell you. But I know this, when you don't tackle, it's hard to play good defense.
Higgins, it looked like a hamstring. Is that kind of what happened there?
Yeah, he's got a tissue issue, so, we'll know more next week, same way. But he tried to go, he went back in, and then just watching him come off the field after that possession, I couldn't imagine him covering on a pass. So, hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully we'll get him back next ball game.
A couple more, John.
Speaking of injuries, saw Addison not wearing the sling. Reese and Kate, where do those 3 guys kind of stand right now?
we think Addison's got a chance, a realistic chance, not wouldn't be next week, but the week after. Kate was able to do some exertion at the end of the week, which is encouraging. So hopefully we'll see what that looks like this week. And Reese is a little bit more gray area, but I mean, hopefully it's improvement. We'll see. Yeah.
When you say the week after, I assume you mean the week after the bye week. I guess.
Correct. Yeah. If we were playing next Saturday, Addison couldn't go. But I think it's realistic. Maybe the week after.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Okay. Thank you.